Chosen one, welcome back to this space of light and truth. Yes, you. If you're listening right now, understand this clearly. This moment was arranged. This message didn't appear by accident. If you've ever felt disliked, pushed away, or targeted without explanation, let this be your confirmation. You're not overthinking it. You're not imagining things. And you are definitely not broken. What you've been experiencing is real, and it's spiritual. Today, I'm going to help you see rejection and hatred through a completely different lens. Once you understand this, you'll never take it personally again. You'll finally know why chosen ones face so much resistance, and why it actually means nothing against you. Before we continue, if something inside you already knows this message is meant for you, let your spirit respond. Drop a comment and hit the like button. This channel is more than content. It's a place of clarity, protection, and guidance in a world that constantly tries to dim your light. Listen carefully. You were never designed to blend in. You were never meant to be accepted by everyone. In fact, the unexplained resistance you face is evidence of who you are. You've felt it since you were young. Even as a child, people treated you differently. Some were drawn to you, others felt threatened by you. You could enter a room, say nothing at all, and still feel reactions directed toward you. And for years you wondered, why does this keep happening to me? Here's the truth. The world doesn't waste energy hating what's ordinary. It doesn't attack those who follow the crowd, but it always resists those who walk in truth, those who carry light into dark spaces. The world fears what it cannot dominate, and chosen ones cannot be controlled. Your presence shifts environments. Whether you speak or stay silent, truth moves through you. And that truth makes people uncomfortable. They don't actually hate you. They react to what you represent, the light, the authority, the purpose growing inside you. This goes far beyond opinions or personality clashes. This is spiritual. When you are chosen, your existence disrupts systems built on fear and illusion. You were sent here to awaken minds, to break generational cycles, to bring healing, wisdom, and transformation. And darkness never welcomes that. The moment you start becoming your authentic self, resistance increases. People you trusted may turn against you. Even strangers may feel compelled to challenge you. At first, you blame yourself. You ask, what did I do wrong? But here's the reality. You didn't do anything wrong. You did something right. Your spirit agitates what's comfortable in darkness. And I need you to hear this clearly. This is not punishment. It's confirmation of your strength. The enemy does not waste energy on what has no purpose. The strongest resistance is always aimed at the most powerful callings. So if you've been rejected without reason, isolated, misunderstood, or falsely accused, understand this. You are powerful. And once you accept that, you'll stop draining your energy trying to be understood by those who were never meant to see you clearly. You're not like everyone else. You perceive what others miss. You sense undercurrents beneath words. You walk a path few can comprehend. And that's by design. Being chosen has nothing to do with ego. It's about responsibility. Chosen ones are awake in a world that prefers sleep. While most people follow trends and repeat what they're told, you question, discern, and listen inwardly. Your intuition has protected you more times than you realize. Your life isn't random. Every hardship, every betrayal, every season of loneliness was preparation. While others chased distractions, you searched for meaning. While they laughed at shallow things, you contemplated purpose. And you were right. Chosen ones are not meant for average lives. Some of you are healers. Some are leaders. Some are cycle breakers meant to end patterns of pain that lasted generations. You were born carrying more, and you've always felt it deep down. Your spirit is resilient. Life tested you in ways others couldn't survive. You were pushed, abandoned, and misunderstood. Yet you're still standing. You didn't collapse. You didn't quit. You rise every time. That's why you were chosen. What tried to destroy you only refined you. And yes, chosen ones are often misunderstood. You've probably felt like you don't fully belong anywhere, like there's always a gap between you and others. That's because your energy is rare. People don't know how to categorize you. And while that can feel lonely, you're not alone. Chosen ones exist all over the world, separate physically but connected spiritually. Not everyone is meant to understand you. Some will envy you, some will reject you, some will even hate you, but don't let that stop you. Many who dismiss you now will seek your insight later. Now hear this truth. The world doesn't oppose average people. It doesn't challenge conformity, but it always resists chosen ones. This isn't personal, it's spiritual. Your light exposes what others try to hide. When you enter a space, truth rises to the surface, and people don't like being confronted with their insecurities. Instead of healing, they attack the mirror. And that mirror is you. You cannot be controlled. Most people live in fear of rejection, failure, and standing out. But not you. You move independently. You trust your inner guidance. You think for yourself. And that makes you a threat to systems built on manipulation. Before we close, Chosen One, if this message resonated with you, like this video so it can reach others who need this confirmation. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future messages meant for your journey. And comment below, even a single word, to declare that you see yourself clearly now. Your light was never the problem. It was always the proof. Governments, media, and massive institutions survive by keeping minds asleep and obedient. But chosen ones do the opposite. You awaken people, you question narratives, you disrupt cycles of control, and that is exactly why the world pushes back. Anyone who cannot be controlled becomes a threat to those who benefit from control. Your energy is strong, stronger than you may even realize. Have you noticed how some people feel irritated by you without any clear reason? Even when you're respectful, even when you stay quiet, something about your presence unsettles them. That's because your frequency is different. While many operate from fear, insecurity, greed, or jealousy, you function on a higher level of awareness. Lower vibrations cannot tolerate higher ones. Your presence forces people out of their comfort zones, making them feel emotions they've been avoiding. Instead of rising to meet you, they attempt to pull you down. And when they fail, their frustration grows. Now let's talk about envy. Many people live with regret. They compromise their dreams. They accepted less than they wanted. So when they see you, someone who refuses to settle, someone who knows their worth and walks with purpose, it reminds them of everything they abandoned within themselves. That reflection creates jealousy. They see your resilience, your confidence, your ability to rise again and again. Instead of allowing that to inspire growth, they choose resentment. They gossip, they block, they secretly hope you fail. But here's what they don't understand. What was divinely assigned to you cannot be stolen. Chosen ones face battles that go beyond the surface. Listen carefully. The struggles you've endured were never random. The betrayals, the sudden opposition, the pain that seemed unnecessary. This has always been spiritual. Forces beyond what you can see recognized your purpose early on. That's why your life felt harder than others. That's why obstacles appeared again and again. The enemy tried to stop you before you fully woke up. But now awareness is rising. And understand this clearly. The fight was never about people. It's not truly about the coworker who sabotaged you or the family member who turned away. They are not the source. They are only pieces in a larger conflict. The real resistance comes from unseen forces that thrive on fear, illusion, and control. And you, chosen one, are a disruptor. You carry light into places that rely on darkness. You expose lies simply by being who you are. That's why attacks intensify when you're close to breakthrough. Have you noticed the pattern? Just before progress, chaos appears. People act strangely, delays happen, confusion creeps in, your energy feels tested. This isn't coincidence, it's resistance. The closer you are to crossing into a new level, the more pressure you feel. But here's the truth. Pressure only exists where growth is happening. Every attempt to stop you has only strengthened you. What was meant to exhaust you refined you. When attacks increase, don't panic. It's a sign you're nearing something powerful. Your protection outweighs any opposition. You are still standing because nothing formed against you was ever allowed to finish the job. Each time they tried to break you, you rose stronger. That's not luck. That's divine covering. There is favor on your life, guidance over your steps, support beyond what the eye can see. No matter how much resistance comes, it will never override what's meant for you. If you're feeling this message deep within, take a moment to hit the like button. It helps this message reach others who need this confirmation.
Now let's identify the signs. When you are chosen, opposition shows up in patterns. People turn against you without explanation. Trust is broken by those closest to you. Betrayal is not unusual for chosen ones. It's part of the awakening process. Friends grow distant. Family misunderstands you. Relationships end unexpectedly. Even when you gave your best, it still wasn't enough for them. That's because your spirit no longer matches their level of awareness. No matter how clearly you communicate, people misinterpret you. Silence is called arrogance. Kindness is labeled manipulation. Honesty is questioned. This happens because you are not designed to be understood by everyone. Your way of thinking isn't meant for the average mindset. Chosen ones aren't here to fit into systems. They're here to elevate consciousness and break cycles that have lasted generations. And yes, people envy you even when you've done nothing to provoke it. You've seen it. Support suddenly disappears. Eyes carry quiet resentment. And it's not about what you have. Even when you had little, they still felt threatened. Because envy isn't about possessions. It's about presence. Your spirit reflects what they haven't become. You shine even in dark seasons, and that reminds them of their own unfulfilled potential. Yet through all of this, you keep rising, despite the attacks, despite the betrayal, despite the setbacks. You're still here. You've walked through storms that should have destroyed you, and you survived. You carry divine energy. You move with spiritual protection, and that's why no matter what comes against you, you never stay down. Their resistance is not your weakness. It is the evidence of your power. But understand this, chosen one, you are not like everyone else. You carry something uncommon, something sacred, and that is exactly why resistance has followed you. Still, hatred and rejection only have power if you give it to them. You were never meant to live bound by people's opinions. You were selected to rise above them. Do not internalize the hate. This is not personal, it is spiritual. What comes against you is not about who you are, but about what you embody. Those who live in darkness will always feel uncomfortable around light. Those imprisoned by insecurity will resent anyone who walks confidently in purpose. And those who lack strength will always try to tear down what they cannot dominate. This has nothing to do with you as a person. It is about the spiritual weight you carry. Your presence acts like a mirror. Without saying a word, you reflect back people's unhealed wounds, their fears, their suppressed jealousy. Instead of confronting themselves, they project that discomfort onto you. So stop trying to explain yourself. Stop seeking validation. Stop hoping they will finally understand. Some people will never like you simply because you exist, and that is perfectly fine. You were not created to win everyone's approval. Move intelligently, not emotionally. Hatred feeds on reaction. When people attack you, they want to provoke anger, insecurity, or doubt. They want to see you shaken. Do not reward them. The moment you engage in their negativity, you step down into their energy. The moment their words disturb your peace, you hand them control. Choose wisdom instead. Let them speak, let them criticize, let them gossip, but do not waste your life. Force trying to prove yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Certainty makes opinions powerless. Protection of your energy is essential. Not everyone deserves access to you. One of the greatest lessons a chosen one must learn is discernment. Some people enter your life not to support you, but to distract you, drain you, or derail you. Be selective. Guard your plans. Observe actions more than words. If someone consistently brings chaos, negativity, or doubt into your space, release them. Your peace is sacred. Your mind and spirit are priceless. Do not spend them on those who do not value them.
Transform hate into fuel. Instead of allowing rejection to weaken you, let it sharpen you. Let doubt push you further. Let opposition confirm that you are walking in power. History proves this truth. Every visionary, every leader, every world changer was resisted. Yet they continued because their calling was greater than their pain. And so is yours. There are hidden blessings within the hate. What if the resistance you face is actually confirmation? The world attacks what is uncommon. It ignores the ordinary. Resistance is proof that you are different, that you carry something rare, something the world does not know how to handle. Many people struggle their entire lives just to be noticed. You do not need to chase attention. It finds you. Even when it arrives as criticism, it still reveals your impact. Opposition builds strength. Without resistance, growth does not happen. Without pressure, resilience is never formed. Every insult, every betrayal, every closed door has been shaping you, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Ask yourself, if life had been easy, would you be this strong? If everyone had supported you, would you know how to stand alone? If no one had doubted you, would you have developed this inner fire? You were never meant to be fragile. You were meant to be unbreakable. Hate refines you the way fire refines gold. And understand this final truth. Rejection is often protection. When people leave, when doors shut, when paths collapse, it is not always loss, it is redirection. Some people were never meant to go where you are headed. Some opportunities would have delayed or destroyed your destiny. What feels like abandonment is often divine separation. Trust the process. Nothing you endured was wasted. The pain, the isolation, the rejection, the battles, they were all preparation. Every storm was shaping you for what comes next. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. You were never created to live a small or ordinary life. From the very beginning, there was a mark on you, a calling that set you apart. Your future is far greater than you've been told, and deep down, you've always felt it. You were not born to follow, you were born to lead. Most people move through life on autopilot. They follow instructions, accept limitations, and stay inside the boxes society builds for them. But that was never you. Blind obedience has never sat right with your spirit. You questioned what others accepted. You felt out of place in systems designed to keep people quiet and controlled. You didn't chase trends just to belong. That's because you were never meant to blend in. You were designed to stand out, to challenge norms, to open new paths where none existed before. And that is exactly why resistance has followed you. Because the moment you fully step into who you are, you become impossible to stop. Your journey has never been only about you. You were chosen to awaken others, to guide those who feel lost, to bring light into places that have known only darkness. That is why your life has felt so intense at times. Leaders are not formed in comfort. How could you help others through hardship if you had never endured it yourself? How could you speak about strength without ever being tested? How could you bring healing if you had never needed healing? Everything you survived was shaping you. Every trial was building wisdom. Every painful season was preparing you for the moment when you could stand and say, I've been through it, and I'm still standing. And when you speak from that place, people listen. Because true leadership is not taught, it is lived. You were also chosen to end cycles that existed long before you arrived. Many chosen ones are born into families marked by deep patterns, pain, addiction, fear, limitation, trauma passed down through generations. That was not random. You were placed there on purpose. You were the interruption, the one who sees what others ignore, the one brave enough to question what everyone else accepts. Breaking generational patterns is not easy. It demands strength most people never develop. But you were built for this role because you chose courage, Those who come after you will not carry the same burdens. Because you stood up, future generations will walk freer. Because you refuse to stay small, the cycle ends with you. You are also walking under divine favor. The battles have been heavy, but so is the blessing. Chosen ones don't move by the same rules as everyone else. When others feel trapped, doors open for you. When others feel lost, direction finds you. When others give up, you rise again. Think about it. No matter how many times life knocked you down, you always found a way back up. That's not luck. That's protection. That's guidance. That's alignment. You are not walking alone. Forces beyond what you can see are supporting your steps. And as long as you stay true to your path, nothing meant for you can be taken away. You were never meant just to exist. You are here to leave an imprint. Your impact will outlive you. Your choices will echo far beyond this moment. You were born to create change. So now comes the question, what will you do with this awareness? Now that you recognize who you are, now that your purpose is clearer, you stand at a crossroads. You can shrink back, pretend you didn't hear this, and try to fit into a world that was never designed for you. Or you can rise fully, accept your calling, and move forward without fear. And honestly, you already know which one is true for you. There is no return to smallness. You were not called to hide. You were not chosen to stay silent. You were not sent here to live in fear. You were sent to rise, to awaken, to lead, to heal, to shine. And no amount of rejection, resistance, or hatred can stop you unless you allow it. This is your moment. The world tried to break you, but you're still standing. Opposition tried to stop you, but you kept moving. Life tested you in every way, and yet here you are. Do you understand what that means? It means you are unstoppable. Your destiny outweighs their doubt. Your mission overpowers their negativity. Your spirit cannot be crushed. If this message stirred something inside you, if you feel that inner fire rising, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below. Claim it. Declare that you are ready to step forward, ready to embrace your calling, ready to walk into your destiny without apology. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications. This isn't just a channel, it's a gathering place for those who were chosen, a space where truth is spoken, wisdom flows, and spiritual warriors awaken. You don't have to walk this path alone. From this point on, release doubt, release fear, stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Move with confidence, walk with intention, stand in your power, because the world is watching. Some will resist you, some will envy you, but there are also those who need you, those still searching, those still asleep. And when the time comes, they will look to you for guidance. Because you, chosen one, were not sent here just to survive. You were sent here to lead. Now move forward, shine without restraint. Step boldly into what was written for you. And never let this world dim your light. You are chosen, and nothing can stop what was destined for you. Together we rise toward the light.